It seems like Pakistan is willing to remove any hurdle in its bilateral relations with China. In a rare move, Islamabad has decided to compensate the victims of a terrorist attack last year. The small area in the Upper Kohistan district came under an attack by Islamist militants. A bus carrying 36 Chinese workers heading towards a hydropower plant in Dasu, but following an attack, the bus fell into a ravine, killing 10 people. The other 26 also sustained injuries. Reports suggest that the Imran Khan government is currently discussing 4 different compensation amounts, ranging from 4.6 to 20.3 million US dollars. The Dasu project is being constructed by a Chinese construction company, along with funding from the World Bank. So the Economic Coordination Committee will take up the proposal today. It is set to decide on one of the 4 options. If approved, the government will take up the matter with China, and Pakistan's embassy in China will directly make the payments to the Chinese nationals. The reason this compensation is rare is because Pakistan is not obliged to pay in this case. There is no legal contract against the government. On top of this, Pakistan has no provision for these compensations in the present budget. The cabinet has decided to seek a supplementary budget to make the payment. So why is Imran Khan spending over $20 million at a time when the country is witnessing soaring inflation? The cost of basic goods has skyrocketed in Pakistan. Cooking oil prices are up 130% since Imran Khan took power. Now, the cost of fuel has risen 45% a litre in a year. The ruling party has promised to sweep away decades of corruption and inflation. But after 3 years in power, the truth is that some educated people in Karachi are considering begging to stay afloat. Now, for more on this, Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik has sent us this report from Islamabad. Take a look.
After about 6 months to the Dasu attack, the Pakistani government has decided to pay the compensation amount to the Chinese company that had lost its employees, most of whom were Chinese nationals in the terror attack. Now, the government has worked out four different compensation plans, ranging from $4.6 million till up to $20.3 million. A final decision on this was to be taken today in a review meeting of the Economic Coordination Council, but the meeting has been postponed following the finance minister having tested positive for COVID-19. The same meeting was to review the progress on CPEC projects. Now, after the terror attack, Chinese side had reacted harshly, including cancelling a joint Pakistan-China review meeting of CPEC projects. This move comes just ahead of Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan's visit to China that is to take place earlier next month for the Winter Olympics in Beijing, and ahead of that, it looks like the Pakistani government would want to have all boxes ticked. Anas Malik, Islamabad, Pakistan, for WION World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.